Tim, you're tempting me with 100-ounce silver bars.
I think you should take them all. If we go Weimar Republic on the dollar, then 100-ounce bars have become pretty handy.
The worst day on Wall Street since the crash of 1987.
We're now down 43%.
This could be the most serious recession in decades.
Protect your retirement with a gold and silver IRA. Learn more at sdbullion.com/IRA.
I came in here to buy my son-in-law a Christmas gift. I didn't know what to get him. Better than an Applebee's gift card. So I bought him three Eagles, silver Eagles. And then I came in again with my husband here.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, and we're picking up today.
What are you getting?
We are getting a tube of Talents and a tube of maple, silver maples.
Oh, I love the Talents. Those are really nice. I love the message on it. I love the design.
That's right.
Yeah. Amen. Are you a fellow believer?
I am. I am.
That's awesome.
That's right.
So what do you have, Tim, in stock right now? Talents?
I do. Let me grab the tray because I was going to do it over before going to work today and never got around to it. And the mistake is it's sometimes still in the safe when it should be out here.
Oh.
But I wanted to show you these. These are the gold Talents.
Oh, Tim. Oh, you're gonna destroy my stacking goals. That is beautiful. All of this is nice. Wow.
Thank you.
Maples. What do you think?
Beautiful.
Go ahead.
Now, what's the difference in the color?
Okay, so the line, the Talent there is 24 karat.
Okay.
It's 3 nines, fine, gold.
Oh, I haven't looked at to see what it says on it.
And that isn't. So you'll see a little bit of either copper or silver, and a lot of the ones that don't have that color, right?
4 nines.
4 nines, fine. Wow, huh?
Look at that line.
I know.
Huh? Beautiful.
Yeah, I might have to pick that up before I drop this video because these are going to be gone.
Yeah?
Yeah. How many do you have, Tim? 2?
2.
I think you might only have 1. I don't know. I don't know, man.
I'm happy with these for now.
Yeah. Can I see the Talents again? Beautiful. What'd you like about them?
I like the message. The message.
That's a great verse.
These are 3 nines Maple Leafs. So I think they were 79, 80, 81, 82, something like that. And they were very prone to scratching. When they came out, it was one of the things the U.S. Mint looked at when they brought out the American Eagle, which would have been about 7 years later. They looked at the coins that were available. Of course, there was the Krugerrand, which was 22 karat, because you hardly ever see a Krugerrand that's scratched because it has so much copper in it. But they all net to 1 ounce of gold. The early Maple Leafs were very prone to scratching, and I think that's one of the reasons that they decided to go with the additional silver in the American Eagle, so it wouldn't scratch easily. But every time we get the 3 nines in, we sell them for a better price than the up to the minute ones. Are obviously there are a lot of things they've done to prevent the Maple Leafs from getting scratched. I mean, the Canadian coins are just beautiful.
Right, so you put it in a coin capsule, you're fine. So you're offering them for a little less than, say, a 4 nines fine maple?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, cool. Wow, that's interesting. I still love these Talents. I don't think they're going to last long. And you've got some quarter ounce?
Yeah, quarter ounce. These are also from Canada. They are, let's see, which is that bird? I keep forgetting the names of these birds.
Oh, so they're like a wildlife, a special commemorative style,
Yes,
not just
yeah.
your regular
Yeah,
maple.
well, without a program, it's hard to keep up with the Canadian Mint.
They're amazing, aren't they?
They're very busy.
Oh, man. And, of course, you got a bar here, Johnson Matthey.
That's an old Johnson Matthey 1 ounce bar. They do sell for a little more than the today's bars. But I do have, we're pretty well stocked usually at the beginning of the year.
Did you get that shipment that got sent all over the place?
Yes, our favorite UPS driver brought that.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did.
Good.
He's very conscientious, but I noticed he had actually marked a few times that he'd been here already on the box, so he wasn't kidding.
So what silver do you have?
I still have some American Eagles, 23 and 21s, 20s. I have probably an unopened box of Mapleleafs. It looks like I still have an unopened box. Yeah, I don't think this box down here. That's the box. That's what's left in the talents. Okay. And
They've been going well, haven't they?
they do very well. And that's, there's a full box on the
Strapped
Maple Leafs. I think I have another box of American Eagles coming in. I'm not sure because we went through a lot of them all of a sudden right before Christmas. And let's see. I still have some 10 ounce bars, kilos, and 100 ounce bars. I probably have 20 of those.
100 ounce bar?
100 ounce bars. Lots of them. We have, let's see, Johnson Matthey, Engelhard, and Canadian Mint.
I'd be interested in seeing them.
Sure.
I know
Let me put this
still have you
tray
recuperated?
that needs a lot of attention because I have Buffaloes, American Eagles, et cetera, et cetera. I have everything else.
Okay, good.
That was just a kind of a catch-all.
Kind of glad I'm done with the Buffaloes, Tim. Just saying.
You're done with the Buffaloes?
The gold Buffaloes. Yes, I finished my Buffalo Bullet. Kind of working on some other stuff now. So, do you need help carrying that?
No, I just have to make a selection here.
I know you've been, sick. I didn't know if you're in a weakened condition.
Yeah, I'm so weak. I can carry gold bars, 100 ounce bars, but I can't get to shovel snow. Too weak to shovel snow.
You shouldn't be shoveling snow, man.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yes.
That's a legitimate, older Johnson Matthey. And this is one of my favorite ones because they do such a nice job at Sunshine. I do have
The Engelhard.
an older Port Engelhard.
Oh, wow. These are vintage. That is gorgeous.
There is a span of time between the Johnson Mattheys. I'm not really sure because I'm not really a Johnson Matthey expert. But they all weigh exactly 100 ounces, but they're all made slightly differently.
Interesting. What's the differences here? Just the way it's poured? Or
Could be.
the way
And the
it's
size is different too. Let's see.
Oh, I see.
Slightly different.
Mm-hmm.
Well, these two are probably. You can see the size difference on them.
Wow.
If this glass breaks, I'm going to really be.
You're going to blame me?
Yeah, well, why not? I mean, there's nobody else around to blame. That's a later Engelhard that has the plastic case.
Oh, is it sealed? Or is it just a cover?
Okay. It's folded and tabbed.
Oh, I see. Very nice. It's a little newer.
So there's quite a bit of time difference between these two.
Like, what would you guess?
Oh gosh. I mean, it's been almost 40 years since they made these things, right? It's been a long time. Mm-hmm. So that could be probably, gosh, it's a good question.
I wonder. I don't
70s
know.
and 80s maybe? Or 80s, wow. 80s and 90s? I don't think, no, it couldn't be. They stopped making them then.
Yeah, I don't know my vintage bars at all. I've never purchased anything near this size.
And, I don't think the 100 ounce bars have fallen out of favor. I think that people are more and more getting concerned about what they can use for barter, which means that the ones that are creeping up in price are probably the 1 ounce, and the ones that have pretty much stabilized at a good price would be the 10 ounce.
Yeah, you wouldn't be bartering much with this, would you?
Well, it
That would-
depends.
How so?
It depends on what the status of the dollar is. Because if we go Weimar Republic on the dollar, then 100-ounce bars have become pretty handy.
They definitely could make a good doorstop. In fact, you could almost hide them in plain sight.
We can have Mrs. Yankee embroider some sacks for them.
There you go.
Then you can pile them up at a door and nobody would even know. 2021.
Oh, they're
This one here was
dated.
2018.
Ooh. Careful.
Yeah, the wrist breakers is what they are. This one is 2020. So we have 18, 20, a couple of 21s. It's going to break a leg on that print stool.
What is your opinion on the New Hampshire state bill for establishing silver and gold as a legal tender and establishing a depository here, a bullion depository, for the purpose of sound money to be able to, back currency, take it as legal tender?
Sound money is definitely a very good idea because it has always been considered money. Going back 5,000 or 6,000 years. So that, in principle, makes a lot of sense. Establishing a repository there's always a risk that the so-called repository will fall into political hands. And I'm not sure how that's going to be received at the State House. I think everybody's going to say, well, who is going to run this repository and what's exactly going to be in there and who's going to be in charge of it?
Right.
And
the costs associated with it and auditing it and making sure there's no
right.
malfeasance going on with it, right?
Because when you make a change at the legislative level from Republican to Democrat and back and forth, and attitudes are going to change. And so, you need to know exactly who is going to be running this repository and where the materials that are being stored there are coming from. I think that's going to be a tough sell, the repository.
They have the depository established in the bill that was passed for Texas. I think Florida, Utah, I think there's a few other states that are in the process of, you're smirking. What?
Well, Texas
a depository, a Texas depository for gold and silver run by the state. What do you think?
Texas used to be very independent. Okay. Yeah, remember the Alamo? I think that was a slogan for many years. One of the nice things about Texas is they're very independent. What is going on at the southern border is a crime. It's an absolute crime brought to Texas. I mean, Texas is a very well-run state. If I had to leave New Hampshire because, I don't know, because of global warming or something, we weren't getting any snowstorm. If I had to leave, I would consider going to Texas. I love Texas.
So you think they'd handle their depository well?
Again, as long as it doesn't become a political football, if they don't turn into a blue state, I think it's safe. But there's a difference in philosophy between the left and the right in this country, where the right has a firm belief in sound money, and the left thinks that everything should be digital, that they control. And how do you have a repository of sound money in a state that thinks everything should be digital? There shouldn't be any such thing as sound money.
One of the things in the provision on the bill is to be able to transact electronically with gold and silver backing an electronic currency.
Yeah.
Not central bank digital currency, not a centrally controlled, but being able to do transactions.
Okay, well, the only thing is digital about these bars is you can hold them in your digits, okay? There's no way that should be transacted electronically. That's what sound money is all about. And when they start talking about, oh yeah, we'll keep track of everything digitally, that's the end of sound money. And I don't think there should be any move in that direction.
Interesting. Wow. Well, all right. So speaking of these bars, I need a price because I'm really interested in. I got 600 ounces as my target for 2024. 600 silver troy ounces, and I'm thinking maybe 100 of that should be not as fractional as I usually get. Something a little more substantial, something that is maybe less expensive and can just store its value in a large chunk. So I think I'll just do one of these. Hopefully I don't get addicted to them because I think this one's a good one. Plus I'm not taking the last one like I would if I went with the sunshine. So there's a few left. Yeah, a few left. So why don't I get this?
Okay.
And that should be about it.
That's fine.
All right. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I just brought my dad in to get registered. He's new up here in New Hampshire now, and he also got his absentee ballot. He's like, I want my ballot. And I said, do you know who you're going to vote for? He's like, yeah, Trump. But I couldn't believe how many candidates were on that ballot. I didn't even recognize a third of them. It's weird.
Well, the next pandemic's not going to be until next November. So we're going to have universal mail-in balloting and ballot boxes on every street corner.
No.